Hey, what's going on? We are here, as you can see, in the gaming sphere. Thanks to Red Bull for letting us be in this space. We have got a cool package to open, haven't we? The kind people at QANBA have sent myself and Tyrant and Damascus a cool new thing to check out. What is it going to be?
Yeah, we do have their new range of sticks. We've got the Obsidian 2s
right.
on the way.
The premium one.
Yes. And for me personally, you know, of all of us as stick users, the Obsidian has been...
We all use the Obsidian, right?
Yeah. I think it's the best.
I didn't even realise that until we just thought about it now, but we literally all use that. It's pretty much become the standard. And the 2 is out for pre-order, so let's do a really classy, fast cut to the box. Wow, the impact of the box on the table actually blew the headset onto Damascus's head.
Jeez!
So let's take a look in the box. Hopefully it's what we're expecting, because as you can see, we haven't actually opened it yet. So let's get it open right now. Yes! Thank goodness. The Obsidian 2. My sweet, sweet precious. Get rid of that.
Nice one.
All right. So this is actually the model Q7. It is the Obsidian 2, but it's the Q7, which means it's the 7th iteration of the QANBA sticks.
I had the Q4 on Xbox 360. That was the one with the handle.
So very standard packaging.
Yep. Clean and shock free. It's about the same size as
this lovely box.
Previous Obsidian as well.
Blacked out, the murdered out.
Wow.
All black. Looks really cool.
So, for me, if you remember from the original Obsidian, the sides were like that steel, that cold
it had
steel.
like brush metal effect all across it.
Yeah. For this one, I really like the carbon fiber looking finish here. The texture's a lot nicer, you know.
It's very, very, very similar in terms of dimensions immediately. It's obviously got the Vuelix layout with around about 2 finger space between the stick and the buttons there. On the back here, it's like an entire rubber panel. So on the Obsidian 1,
it was like strips, right?
It was like strips.
Yeah.
It's got 8 points of the screws as opposed to the 6, and it's got this here, which gives you a quick access to.
Oh yeah, the ball top. Okay, I like the actual shaft.
So if you want to swap it over for like the bat top or do something like that, you can actually get to that quite easily. I feel like the placing of this is far enough away from the L1 and the R1 that it's not really in any risk of being hit accidentally. Where the cable is actually inside this end piece. Both of these end pieces are storage. But there you go, you can see. It's got the USB.
Oh, and these screws don't come out? Amazing.
Yeah,
so
you're never going to lose these.
You're not going to lose these.
Okay, so it's got the USB-A. This is not a removable cord though. And then in here, it's got the different tops.
Oh,
so
bat
tops in
yeah,
there.
okay.
So we're going to get... There you go.
Nice.
And you can see there's your bat top with a really cool, like
crystal mazy finish.
Yeah, that's where you store the ball top, should you wish to remove it. And remember, obviously, you can get access to the shaft through the bottom for that little...
I think that's so
access.
good, because sometimes you want to make sure that's nice and tight without having to take the whole stick off.
Yeah, of course.
To unscrew and everything. So for me, that's a huge win. I like that cable thing, because if you remember the hatches, sometimes the plastic on that would crack. You know, if you're traveling a lot, it's in your bag. Sometimes it gets knocked. Sometimes these things break, but this ain't breaking. Yeah. Like, that's solid.
It's very solid. The build quality is fantastic. It does come with Sanwa buttons. I know QANBA are doing their own proprietary buttons. We'll talk about that in a little bit as well. But it comes with standard Sanwas and the Sanwa JLF as well. Yeah, so they placed the headphone jack here rather than where it was, which was here before.
I way prefer that. I think in front of you, it gets knocked sometimes. Again, like you said, with the damaging of the cord, you don't want it to like get caught or anything like that. And it's out the way. You know, if you're playing in tournament, you don't want any extra cables in your vicinity. You want it out the way. So I like that. That's a good choice.
Cool. This is mine. Now, it might not look that different. Obviously, you've got the Evo button there. But I have very, very, very quickly modded this a little bit and changed some of the guts.
Yep.
So this has got the QANBA silent buttons, which are actually screw-ins. So silent, not silent.
Okay, I see.
Got I have the 2 ones on the end to bait people out.
Fake buttons.
That's right. And it's got the Freak Mods removable.
That is
JLN,
a lifesaver, that thing.
which is the best thing in the world. And these were really, really easy to mod in because this back piece comes off pretty straightforwardly.
A few moments later.
Like this.
Wow.
So that's a solid piece, and you can see there's like a big metal plate in there, which really adds like weight and stability. One of the things that I found really, really helpful when changing some of the parts out is there's way more space between the PCB and the buttons than there used to be previously. So that makes it a lot easier to get in and pop the little tabs that you want to use to get the buttons out. And I've replaced this with the QANBA screw-ins, which you can kind of see in here. And again, everything in here is as you would expect it to be. But yeah, if you want to customize this, it's pretty straightforward.
But yeah, I'm sure to like change all that, you might need to like sort of remove the.
There's a lot to be removed.
Yeah.
And I've not actually seen anyone customize the front artwork yet, but I'd imagine it's possible.
Yeah.
But immediately, it doesn't look obviously straightforward. If I'm at a tournament and I'm going from station to station, having to put the cable back inside a screw thing that I need to wrap round is probably a bit of work. And potentially I might have preferred a breakaway. If I do want to change the artwork, it's not immediately straightforward. Complicated to me. So they're the only 2 things. Other than that, like it's a better looking Obsidian, and the Obsidian's my favorite stick. I love the weight. I love the size. Like if you want stability whilst you're playing.
Yeah. Also, like this rubber panel on the back, it being the whole back is such an improvement. Because I remember Pax used to have the Obsidian, and he used to grind the game a lot, right? And I remember
my rubber things.
The rubber things come off.
Yeah, they came off.
They came off. So
because they were glued on.
Yeah,
they were glued on.
They would just come off over time, just from playing.
But this is hella solid.
That's not coming off. That's like on. You know what I mean?
But yeah, there's loads of ways in which obviously you can customize this just so it feels better for your personal usage. For me as well, all the parts are entirely stock Sanwa. So if you're happy with that, like arcade standard, the JLF and the OBSF 30s, then you're good to go.
That's me, bro.
For me, I like the silent buttons and I like the slightly tighter spring, so I swapped those out as well. And obviously I'm a big fan of the link as we go back to offline events. Obviously the PS5 and PS4 compatibility is pretty much going to be the most important as we're looking at Evo standardization.
And with the new games coming out, some of those potentially be PS5 standard, so it's good to be ready for the next generation.
But yeah, you flick one switch and you're good for both.
Exactly.
But this single switch will take you from PS5 to PS4 to PC, and you're pretty much good for everything. At most events, they're going to be running on those platforms, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It is a bit of a price increase on the previous Obsidian. Cost of living and manufacturings and all that.
Of course,
overheads.
This is not a cheap piece of kit. But
So you're looking at, if you're based in the UK, you're looking at over 250 quid for this, which is a significant investment. But this will last you.
You don't have to buy another one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If you want to play on stick, you want a stick that will. The build quality is beautiful on this. It feels so sturdy on my lap, just to hold it. Even just taking it apart and putting it back together again, the build quality feels super. I don't feel like I'm accidentally gonna fuck something up.
Yeah, it's all solid.
I don't feel the build quality is beautiful. You really do get what you pay for here with this Obsidian 2. I guess the real question is, how does it feel to actually play on? Let's try and find that out.
Right, go on then. Let's have a look.
This is why his character is like not busted but good.
That's the real test. We should have got a KOF player in to do some combos.
Look. Got plenty of boys.
Nice.
Now the stick It feels good.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is gonna be my main stick.
I'm not gonna lie, you know, it's true for all of us here. The Obsidian one was the main stick of choice, but this is just an improvement in pretty much every other way. So it's a no-brainer, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's like if you play Obsidian like me, like this is the Obsidian but better.
Yep.
So there's no way. Similarly, if you don't like the Obsidian, there's a chance you don't like this one because it's exactly the same form factor.
Yeah. So. Okay. All right then. Let's see how this arcade stick plays, bro. Let me try some combos here. So.
There we go.
Got the kill.
Like when you're playing with it, it just feels very standard,
Mate,
right?
yeah.
It just feels like home.
Yes, absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
You don't need to adapt to it. As I said, it feels exactly like the Obsidian. It just looks nicer. To be honest with you, we would have done this review anyway because we all use Obsidians.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal with the new Obsidians getting released. You know what I mean?
You know, we do have to say that they sent them to us for free for transparency.
Yep.
But honestly, I love the Obsidian anyway, and I'm really happy to get hold of this. Ready for my new setup, ready for new games coming out. So in conclusion, that's 3 thumbs up from us. Yeah. We already love the Obsidian, and the Obsidian 2 is just an upgrade on that. It is absolutely the industry standard when it comes to arcade controllers for fighting games. And as we move into an age of PlayStation 5 and PC offline competition, if you want to get yourselves a brand new current generation joystick, Obsidian 2 is a great place to start, right?
Yep, absolutely. Loved it. You know, like you said, it just feels like an upgrade of what I thought was already the best stick on the market. So, yeah, that's just a huge W. It's
available to pre-order right now. You can also pre-order the full new range from QANBA. So if your price range is a little bit lower, or you want something a little smaller, a bit more compact, the Titan is their brand new stick, which is like the mid-priced model, the mid-sized model. However, the people at QANBA didn't just send us a stick each. We're always sharing the love. And we have one more Obsidian 2. That's about $300 retail of arcade stick.
My goodness.
That we want to. We're desperate to give to you guys at home. All you have to do to win this is show off your skills. You have to work for this. We want you guys to screen capture your most impressive combo. Any game.
Any game?
Might be Strife, might be Dragon Ball, might be Alpha 3, might be Vampire Savior. Show me all of your best tech. Please post them as a reply to us on Twitter. If you go on Twitter, it's at reversal_GG. Should be following us already. Pinned to the top of that will be this very video, and I want you guys to post underneath your most impressive video. We will be picking a winner in about a week's time, and we'll ship this straight out to your door, courtesy of QANBA, courtesy of Reversal.
Any region? Send that out? Yeah, anywhere.
Any region, doesn't matter. We'll send it to the moon. What are you working with? And then you could be working with the brand new Obsidian 2. See you in the comments. Thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget, Reversal. So much coming up this summer. So many great games on the horizon. So many wonderful events to come. But thanks very much for joining us. And big thank you once again to the awesome people at QANBA. The Obsidian 2 is out right now. I expect to be seeing a lot of this in the coming years.